Hello, people of the internet. I am Kadethian, and as you can see, I've got a Surging Sparks build in Battle Box. It's already opened. This was from a pre-release I went to, I guess at this point in recording a couple weeks ago. I have a bad habit of procrastinating making these videos. But yeah, I figured I would show off the cards that I got from the packs, both the deck building pack they give you, the 4 packs that you get to build your deck from, and then the 3 packs afterwards. And I guess talk about what I can remember at this point from the matches that I had. So yeah, I've got some of the cards already sleeved because those are what I used in the deck. This set focuses on, I guess, Pikachu and more of the Terra type things. Terra type Pokemon for Stellar type, which I believe started with Stellar Crown. Let's see here. So I guess I'll start, if I can get the camera to focus. There we go. These are the cards from the deck building pack that I didn't use. Pretty much just a Quaxley line that goes up to a Quaquaval, which I did face some people who used a Quaquaval. But considering my pulls, I ended up going with something else. And this Evolution TM I ended up not using in the deck. But then for the deck itself, I'll grab what I have sleeved. The best pull out of my first 4 packs was a pretty fun one. If I can find it. I got a Pikachu EX. Just the regular art, nothing fancy. But with that Topaz Bolt, definitely something fun to try and build a deck around in like a pre-release deck. You've got the 3 different types of energies, and you have to discard 3 energy from the Pokemon to actually use it, but it deals 300 damage, which just obliterates anything your opponent might have in a pre-release. The ability is also pretty good too. It's basically, if you're familiar with the video game, it's basically the sturdy ability. If the Pikachu is at full health and it would be knocked out, then it sticks around at 10 HP. So I pretty much built a deck focused around trying to get this Pikachu up and running. So I had Grass Energy, Lightning Energy, and Metal Energy to get it powered up. I'll sort those out real quick. My pre-release promo was the Magneton. In modern pre-releases, you can get 1 of 4 different promos. This one was also interesting because it energy accelerates. Basically, you can knock it out, and then you can attach up to 3 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your lightning Pokemon in any way you like. Definitely a high cost, though, especially in pre-release where you only have 4 prizes, so you can only do this at most 3 times. But that is quite a bit. So you can keep powering that Pikachu up and if your opponent's not doing much and just nuke things over and over. I unfortunately didn't quite get that far. I believe I did use the Pikachu, and the Pikachu attacked. I can't remember whether I won 1 match or 2 matches, but I know in the 1 match that I did win for sure, I managed to power up the Pikachu twice, manually. I didn't use the Magneton at all. I was just manually attaching and then knocking something out when it came up in front of me, which was interesting. But that strategy did win me the game. I don't think I actually used the Magneton at any point. Obviously, you gotta evolve Magnemite. I think I pulled extra Magnemite. I threw in this Dialga card, thinking that Time Manipulation might be a good attack if I'm kind of stuck. Lets you search your deck for 2 cards, shuffle your deck, then put those 2 cards on top however you like. I also had this Serrano that lets me search for the 1 Pokemon EX I have in my deck. I threw in Magnezone, which I think I did use the Magnezone at some point. I had Rare Candy. I don't know if I used the Rare Candy or not. I don't think so. Deduction Kit I know I used a couple of times. I don't think it ended up being super helpful, but it was there. A couple of other miscellaneous trainers and stuff. I got this Drayton card. Tapu Koko I don't think was all that useful. Other Magnezone, Rare Candies. Buddy Buddy Pofin as always is great for getting Pokemon onto your bench. I don't think I ever got the chance to use Lycia's Appeal, which would have been fun. Lacey I did get to use, which was funny because we only have 4 prizes in the pre-release. So there's a much higher chance that Lacey's extra 8-card draw happens instead of just the 4-card draw. Vitality Band was fun. I think I did put that on the Pikachu at one point, but I don't know if it made any difference. So yeah, that was the actual deck. Obviously, the Pikachu was the best pull that went into the deck. I was really happy I got that right away. So I could throw it in the deck and have fun building a deck around something as unique as that. Because usually in pre-releases, you're pretty much just using whatever they give you in the kind of pre-built pack, and you just hope you get good matchups and good draws. So it's always fun to have a nice EX to throw in there and focus on. And it definitely made my energy line a lot more interesting. Obviously, though, there were a bunch of cards that didn't end up going into the deck. So I'll just go through those pretty quick. Cool Iron Crown. This was, I guess, my other interesting pull. A-Spec. Put up to 2 supporter cards from your discard pile into your hand. I don't know how useful this is going to be. It does seem like a cool way to get back. It's kind of like... It's not like Junk Hunt, I guess. But it would be a fun way to get back some, like, boss's orders or something to clinch out a game if you need it. But there's so many A-Spec options at this point. Like Prime Catcher and Unfair Stamp, I think, are the main ones people use. But there's some other ones. I think there's a special energy that gets used in Lugia that helps reduce prizes if the Pokemon is attacked to gets knocked out. So that's pretty cool. And they keep adding more of these A-Specs. So definitely way more A-Specs now than we had back in the day of Boundaries Crossed when A-Specs were first introduced. So that's pretty cool. Fun to get it anyway, even though I don't think it'll see much use. This card I don't really get. Only on the first turn and only if you go second, you get to search your deck for a supporter. Cool, I guess. Kind of a waste of space if you ask me. Ninetales, Koraidon, Meryl, Duraludon with Duralabeam, cute little Applin, Bronzer Energy. I really like Chien Pao, so it was cool to get a holo Chien Pao. I think we only had like Chien Pao EX. Did we have any other regular Chien Paos? We might have. Either way, this is a cool looking Pokemon. And the ability reminds me of, I think, like the Pumpkaboo we had from, what was it, Sword and Shield? When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard a stadium in play. So that I could see this getting used somewhere. Don't know if it will, but who knows. Crackalore, Shellos, Miraidon with an attack that's got a bajillion periods in it. Executor, Gravity Mountain, which is just bad for Stage 2 Pokemon. So probably trying to work against like the high HP Stage 2 EXs like Charizard EX, things like that. But it does kind of feel bad that like you want to see Stage 2 Pokemon get kind of encouraged. Otherwise, you end up in like big basics formats. But I guess I'm not too familiar with the competitive environment right now. So maybe this was needed. Another Crocalore, Feebas, the Boof who's ready to ram, Mankey. I think the Tapu Koko in my deck was non-holo, so I have a holo Tapu Koko. It seems like they're introducing some of these type berries. So like you can attach this to a Pokemon, it reduces the damage from a dark type attack one time, which is kind of neat. I don't think it'll see use, especially when there's options to just remove tools first. But something interesting they're introducing. Togepi, Latios, another Magneton. Here's another one of those berries that reduces from Metal-type Pokemon. Sizzlipede, Togetic, Limit, Gimmighoul. I think these Reversal Energy were from the Deck Builder pack. Another Miraidon, Volcarona, Smoochum, Executor, a second Gravity Mountain, Slackoth, Drillbur, Sandygas, a cool looking Gouging Fire, which I know some people used on me, I think. And with the fewer 4 four or fewer prize cards remaining, it just triggers the 170 damage no matter what. So it was really powerful and definitely scared my Pikachu. Spupa, Bruxish, Paldean Tauros, Togepi, Volcarona, Alolan Diglett, Morlul, Energy, Bronzer, Cool Water type Paldean Tauros, Osmearl, Iron Bundle, Bronzong, Mantine, Fuecoco, Donphan, Zarude. I think he's such a weird mythical. He doesn't feel mythical to me for some reason, but whatever. Turtonator, Esper, Grafaiai, an extra Quaquaval, Callbell, Bronzer, Oricorio, and a Slackoth. Overall, it was a lot nicer than the previous pre-release where I was the only person there. So it was definitely fun, go back to normal and be able to play a few matches, talk to people, have some fun, and kind of go back to the game store I'm used to. So I had a good time. I believe the set actually comes out in a couple days as I'm recording this video. So hopefully I should be getting my Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box pretty soon. I don't know when I'll upload any of these videos, but I'll probably record the Elite Trainer box in a few days when I have a chance this weekend. So anyways, I hope you guys who went to the pre-release had any good polls and had a good time yourself. If you did, you can let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.